Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of 31 Progressive Rock Stocking Stuffers for the Holidays from 1971. 31 days in December, 31 classic albums from the prog rock genre, turning 50 years old this year. My favorites from 1971. Today, this one released October 1971, produced by John Anthony, released on the Charisma label. Sal, this is for you. Eric, this is not for you. It is the wonderful fourth album from the great Van de Graaff Generator, Pawn Hearts. Yes, indeedy, as epic as it gets. You know, this is one of those albums that I think as the years go on, this album just gets better and better and better. I know lots of people who don't like Van de Graaff Generator, mainly Peter Hamill, vocalist, lyricist, pianist, guitarist, is kind of like a take it or leave it for some people. I dig his vocal style because he is so unique. He's just sounds like he's in pain or he's angry all the time, and I think that adds the edge to the music of Van de Graaff Generator. And you know, musically speaking, they're also very different. They don't sound like Yes, they don't sound like Genesis, they don't sound like King Crimson, they don't sound like Rush, they don't sound like ELP. This is just really moody, different type of music here, different type of prog. It's definitely angry, but at times it's kind of soft and beautiful. The lineup on this particular album, of course, like I mentioned, is Peter Hamill on vocals, all right, lead and backing vocals, piano, pianette, a little bit of acoustic and slide guitar. You've got David Jackson on tenor and alto saxophone, flute, and a little bit of vocals. You got Hugh Banton on the Hammond, E and C organs, Farfisa organ, Mellotron, ARP or ARP synthesizer, whatever you like to say that, bass pedals, okay, backing vocals, Guy Evans on drum and percussion, little piano, and on guest electric guitar on the entire album, Mr. Robert Fripp from King Crimson, right? So a fantastic album, epic as it gets. Three epic tracks. Side one, you've got Lemmings, including Cog, however they say it, which is about 11 minutes and change. Just absolutely majestic, soaring, emotional, yet dark prog rock from this band. Just love it. And you got Peter Hamill's just tortured vocals and the organ, right? And the great drumming, little bursts of sax here and there, just fantastic. And then you got Man Erg, which is another lengthy track, which is just over 10 minutes long. Starts off just like moody and simmering and atmospheric, and then just absolute mayhem and bombast. Love it. And then, of course, the epic Plague of Lighthouse Keepers, which is 23 minutes long, takes up all of side two of the original album. Broken up into, man, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different segments within this major long epic track, 10 different movements. Eyewitness, Pictures/Lighthouse, Eyewitness, SHM, Presence of the Night, Cosmos Tour, Custer's Last Stand, The Clot Thickens, not the plot, The Clot, Land's End Sideline, and We Go Now. Just absolutely dramatic. You got some really amazing, sinuous, kind of snaking, dissonant guitar work from Mr. Fripp on here. And like I said, great, just haunting Hammond organ and the David Jackson stabbing sax work. I've always thought that... we talked about Hawkwind recently right here on this show, and I always loved Nick Turner's role in Hawkwind because he added that kind of jazzy, kind of raucous free jazz element to Hawkwind's music. It's kind of similar, David Jackson's role in Van de Graaff is kind of similar. He adds like this, unpredictability, this little kind of, this noisy jazz thing on a lot of the early albums of Van de Graaff, which I think is pretty cool. And I think just all of these guys together, it's a very... Van de Graaff is always like a very untraditional sounding prog band, like I mentioned at the top of the show. And, to me, this is without a doubt their classic, their best album. But, they have a lot of really good ones. God Bluff is great. All of their albums from the 70s, and even the latter period ones, are just so good because they're so different, but very, very consistent. But this might be their most frighteningly beautiful Imagine putting those two words together. Frighteningly beautiful albums. It's so majestic, so kind of scary and terrifying at the same time. All these things coming together, which you would think on paper wouldn't really work, but when you listen to Van der Graaf, if it's something that's for you, like I said, I know plenty of people who don't like this band. Just an absolute prog classic from 1971, celebrating 50 years, 50th anniversary this year. Van der Graaf Generator, Pawn Hearts. As Mr. Ken Golden of the Laser's Edge would say, buy it or die, right? This is like one of those prog rock classics you have to have. But again, like I said, I know some people who just don't dig these guys, and that's quite all right. So there you have it. That is your pick for today. Pawn Hearts, and a great Paul Woodhead album cover there. Let's take a look at the whole thing. Let's get some glare there, but yeah, classic stuff. So please, in the comments below, let's hear about your love for this album and this band, or if you don't dig Van der Graaf, why you don't like Van der Graaf, right? So it's all about looking back on these 50-year-old prog rock classics this month. So thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Stay tuned for more tomorrow and each and every day of this month as we march onto the 31st and welcome in 2022. And in 2022, we're actually going to go back 50 years to 1972. I'm going to pick my favorite albums released in 1972 across all genres. Okay. Prog, rock, avant-garde, classic rock, whatever, jazz, doesn't matter. I'm going to pick my favorites from 1972 that are going to be celebrating their 50th anniversary next month as we bring in the new year, going back to 1972, 50 years. So thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow for another one, and stay tuned for more stuff happening here on the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content. We've also got below the link to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, the link to our merch page so you can get cool Sea of Tranquility stuff. Order now, get it in time for the holidays, and take advantage of our sale that we got going on there. We've got the link below and the link to seatranquility.org, our webzine celebrating 20 years on the internet this year. So thanks for watching. I am Pete Pardo. See you later on. See you tomorrow. See you the next day. See you over the weekend, because we are here all the damn time. Take care. Bye-bye.